Como Swagos, you are listening to the live Q&A of one Alberto Del Rio. What's up, guys? This is Alberto Del Rio's good luck charm, Chase Oliver here, bringing you another live Q&A. Yeah, that's right. I'm Del Rio's good luck charm. Every time I go to an event, Del Rio wins a title. It's a fact. It's a truth. I'm now a Del Rio fan 100%. Del Rio's now one of my new favorite wrestlers. He is along with the Chase Oliver boys, which includes, if you guys don't know who the Chase Oliver boys are, Randy Orton, the Cockfist Roman Reigns, the Ryback, Neville, and now Del Rio's in the mix. So I have those five are my favorite pro wrestlers right now. So, yeah, and those are my favorites. Because if Del Rio's going to win titles when I go to events, I might as well like him. But you guys are watching the live Q&A number 7. Remember, you guys can send in the questions via the comment section and then also tweeting me at ChaseHoward68. Before I get started with the Q&A, I got to read a comment here. You guys don't know, last Q&A, and this shows how impactful these Q&As are. Rebecca Olsen was having arguments with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend was acting like a douche, and she didn't know what was going on. So we answered a question, and we helped her out, and she left this response. Thanks for the advice on my boyfriend has been acting like a douchebag. It turns out he was upset from working a lot, and his pet dog just passed away. Now we're happy. See, this is what we do here on the live Q&As. We change lives, and we make lives better. You guys can ask life advice if you want on these Q&As. I have no problem answering your life advice. But anyways, introducing first, we have the Angry Mark Weston Flores. Weston, how are you, my friend?
I am doing very good, man. A little depressed because I was expecting a certain farm animal to be that you opened a Hell in a Cell.
Oh, my boy Del Rio, dog. My boy Del Rio. He won the title. He's my boy now because every time he...
That's another thing, though. I'm also a little happy because for those people that don't know, Alberto Del Rio is kind of related to Daniel Bryan. I mean, he is the Mexican Daniel Bryan.
He's taller, he's good looking. He's good looking, he's taller, he doesn't have a farm animal beard, he looks like a man. Del Rio's a real man's man. But anyways, Weston, is it true that the Masked Luchador will be on tonight to be talking about how upset he is about Del Rio betraying Mexico?
Yes.
Okay, so we will have an update later tonight on the from the Masked Luchador himself. He'll be telling us how upset he is with Alberto Del Rio betraying Mexico and coming back to the WWE. And with me, as always, Aissha, boss. Aissha, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. How's everybody doing? Do I look good?
You look fine. So,
right.
so if you guys don't know, my voice is going to be shit for the next couple of weeks. I'm not sick. It's from me screaming at WWE Hell in a Cell 2015. I went to that event. If you guys saw the day in the life, thank you. I thought it was fun to do one of those. I never did a day in the life before, and I kind of wish I'd done more. It makes me actually want to go to the live events more, just knowing the fact that I'll film those day in the lives and stuff like that. So I'll definitely be doing more in the near future. But how's your guys' weeks going? Aissha, how's your week going? Is your soccer team still in the state playoffs?
Oh yeah, we we have a scrimmage tomorrow, but I'm not playing no more. Unfortunately, I had to go to the hospital due to migraines, my first time having it, and it was very bad, so I can't play for the rest of the season because something could happen while I play in the field. So, but they're going good. State tournament's going good. I think our first round is next week, so we're doing a little bit of scrimmages, but I've been good and just took PACTs today. They were hard as crap.
SATs? Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to get that scholarship, whatever, so I've been good.
I took the SAT once, and I got like a 17-something, 1700s around there, so I did pretty good on my SATs. Yes. I studied, like, I did the practice cards. I downloaded this shit on my iPod, so I listened to that while I sleep, like, you seriously, like, I did all that, and I barely got, like, a 1700 and stuff. My one friend did it, and he got, like, a 1400 or something like that. But SAT scores, I didn't realize you also needed the ACT scores for certain colleges, so I was like, fuck that. I'm not doing
Yeah.
no ACT. So I did the SAT. If you guys don't like this, I'm just going to community college. Weston, how are you, my friend? What's going on in your world this week?
Everything is going good. I'm really close to getting a job actually.
Nice. What are you
Nice.
gonna do?
Okay, so it's not the most manliest job in the world, but when it comes to making money to go to WrestleMania, I really need it. And basically, I'll be a door-to-door salesman where I'll be selling women and some men's cosmetics. So, yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
I know. But hey,
That's pretty funny.
hey, I need to make money to get that WrestleMania ticket.
Hey, do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh my god. What really? You're gonna be selling like fucking beauty line and stuff like that? God damn, man.
Mhm.
God damn.
You can stop by my doorstep. I need that cosmetics too.
Oh god, that's just terrible, dog. That's just terrible. So, anyways, let's get to the questions now. Nero Rampage asked, which TNA faction did you like the most? The TNA faction I liked the most in the past had to be Team Canada. That was one of my favorite factions. When you look at the stars it made for TNA, it had Petey Williams, it had what's it called, Bobby Roode, it had Eric Young, A1 Steak Sauce, freaking Johnny Devine, who ended up being really well without Shelley. I mean, it was just a really good faction, and it was really cool to see. So I like Team Canada. It had a good diversity of wrestlers in it. So Team Canada for me. Weston, what was your favorite TNA faction?
I don't know. There's so many.
So many. So many.
Hey, spoiler for next year for TNA. There's going to be a fucking faction.
Exactly. I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to go with Main Event Mafia.
I love the main event Mafia too. I just didn't like how it ended. That's why I didn't choose it, because the way it ended was so stupid. LOL, Sting saves the day once again. That's what we fucking need, is more Sting saving the day for TNA. Like, fuck your original talent. Let's just have Sting end it. Sting is the man, that's why.
Oh yeah, I hate that notion too. That with TNA, it's like, oh, TNA made Sting.
Oh.
Oh, God.
I'm always taking that credit.
Oh, God. All right, so...
If someone says aces and eights, I don't
Oh,
know what
God.
it is.
Dude, that was terrible. Aisha, what was your favorite TNA faction?
Me, I actually like Team Canada, man. I love Team Canada. Teddy Hardy.
Nero Rampage also asked, what was one moment / angle that you can't forgive or defend WWE for? I think this one's easy for me. Triple H fucking a dead body. Even I don't talk about that when it comes to Triple H. Like, don't get me wrong, Triple H is definitely one of Chase Oliver's favorites of all time. But Chase Oliver likes to forget Reign of Terror Triple H and Triple H fucking a dead body. Okay, like that's something you can't forgive WWE for. Like, how the fuck do you justify this right here? He's wearing a cane mask and he's fucking a dead body. Like, the fuck is this shit? So that's one of the angles I cannot forgive or defend WWE for. Weston, what about you?
For me, an angle, I'm probably gonna have to go with the anything that has to do with the Kiss My Ass Club. Like, I can't justify that.
Yeah, this is why I watch wrestling, because people kiss each other's asses.
Yeah. You see an old man, fucking nuts halfway out, and his ass right in your face. It's just, no.
What about you, Aisha? What's one moment /
It was
angle?
like, it was when that moment when Michael Cole got raped.
By hiding, right?
I'll never forget. That was so. Oh God.
How could you defend that? Like a steroid-jacked, blonde-haired douchebag trying to rape a commentator, reading him a poem. Like, oh my God. Vince had his handprints all over Heidi. Like, you knew that was a Vince. You're jacked. You're big. You're going to read poetry. Like, oh God. Nero Rampage also asked, who do you predict will win the NBA championship this time? Look, I'm going simple here. They've been my prediction for the last, ever since they made the finals that 1 year against the Heat. I got the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their team is too stacked for me. So OKC for me is going to win the title. What about you, Weston? Do you watch basketball? Who do you have winning?
Yeah, I do actually. For me, I have the Spurs winning it all this year.
That's a good pick too. They're really talented. What about you, Aisha?
Yeah, I say Spurs too.
ESPN, who do you guys have? We have LeBron James and the Cavaliers, baby. Yeah, LeBron is going to lead the team to victory. ESPN headlines yesterday. Are the Cavs in trouble? They lost the opening game against the Chicago Bulls. Like, oh my God. It's game number 1 of the NBA season. There's 82 fucking games. Why are you asking if the Cavs are in trouble? Fucking idiots.
Oh, this is going to be a long season.
Yep. Red1316 asks, in your opinion, what are some of the most overrated and underrated feuds in wrestling? Overrated feud to me in wrestling, obviously John Cena, Randy Orton, but that's an easy answer to me. Like John Cena, Randy Orton, that's way too easy. I'm trying to think of another feud that's kind of, I would say John Cena and Edge is kind of overrated, just because really, to be honest, they were like the only dudes on Raw at the time that were worth fighting for the world title. So it's kind of like overinflated, and they had so many matches where try to name me out of all the John Cena and Edge matches that they fucking had, try to name me which ones were memorable. I will say only the TLC one is the only memorable one in that whole rivalry. I know everyone likes to say that's Cena's greatest rivalry, but really, to be honest, I think that rivalry's trash in my personal opinion. I think it's overrated. And I think underrated feuds when it comes to me, I think Jeff Hardy and CM Punk doesn't get enough love. Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels doesn't get much love. And what's another underrated one that I really, really liked? I'm trying to think of one more underrated one that I really liked. James Storm, Bobby Roode from TNA. I think it's just because it's in TNA. A lot of people just don't really recognize it because LOL TNA. But yeah, I think that's an underrated feud. Weston, what are some of your overrated and underrated feuds, my friend?
All right, my underrated feud. Underrated gonna have to go to The Rock and the Hurricane.
Yeah, that's a good feud.
Yeah, and then my most overrated, probably going to have to go with CM Punk and John Cena.
Oh, why is that? I think that's a good feud, but why do you think it's overrated?
Because I think people overrate it because it was the only best thing in 2011. Oh, we finally got something good, so now we're going to overrate it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Aisha?
Me, what I think is underrated, I thought really Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels and what? Who? Mystery? We lost Aisha. So Shawn Michaels versus whoever is the most underrated feud of all time. I thought it was a great feud too. Whoever was just someone that was out of nowhere good, and Shawn Michaels, greatest of all time, HBK, Shizzle, and all that other stuff. Had to come out of retirement just to face whoever. It was great. They fought on NXT TakeOver, Heartbreak. It was great. And the Full Sail crowd was really pumped for that one. Weston, what did you think of Shawn Michaels versus whoever? One of the greatest underrated feuds of all time.
Yeah, man. Holy shit, man. Every time every time they would wrestle, the crowd was like, holy shit. Dude,
they would just look at each other, man, and it would just be all dude, it would just be stare down. This is awesome. And whoever and Shawn Michaels, one of the most underrated feuds at NXT TakeOver Heartbreak. And there's a reason why it's called TakeOver Heartbreak. It's not because Shawn Michaels was there. Cena buried the whole NXT roster. There's no footage of this. The WWE Network lied, saying that we would get all the footage in the world, but they might air it soon. So, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, Shawn Michaels versus whoever, definitely underrated for you to be here.
Yeah. Sorry, Shawn Michaels. Aisha finds you so overrated.
Yeah, dude, Shawn Michaels versus the other guy, overrated. It wasn't as good as Shawn Michaels versus whoever.
Yeah.
Aisha, are you here? Alrighty then. We have technical difficulties. Normally it's Weston with the technical difficulties, but today Aisha is doing her best Weston impression. So, all right, Weston, let's move on to Redwood 316 questions. What's Raw like nowadays? Because if you didn't know, I don't watch Raw anymore. That's a good question because I don't watch Raw either. I'll assume it's like this. Every week, the Authority kicks off the show, random Ziggler match, random Divas match, random storyline that is terrible. Since John Cena's not there, we don't have the U.S. Open Challenge anymore, so you take that out of the equation. Roman Reigns being shoved down our throats, Seth Rollins being shoved down our throats type of deal. Is that correct, Weston? What's a normal Raw like nowadays?
Okay, and yes, I'm the loser that watches Raw on a weekly basis. But yeah, Raw starts out with the promo pretty much every week. There are some good stuff on there, but it's like you got to go in there with the right mindset of you got to realize they're trying to set up the pay-per-view. Because if you go in there expecting a 5-star show every time, you're gonna.
I don't expect 5-star shows. I expect some decent shit at least. There's nothing decent about these episodes.
If you go in there expecting like even like a 3-star show or like something that's gonna, because like I don't really know how to explain. Because it's like if you go in there expecting like actual build, then you're gonna be disappointed. How about that? And there are good stuff on Raw, but I'll put it this way: it's gotten better, but like, give it a shot again. But yeah, it's gotten better, but not that much better. So
Aisha, so what was your most underrated and overrated feud? You said underrated Shawn Michaels versus whoever.
Yeah, I was going to say, sorry, it's raining in Jersey, so it tends to mess up the Wi-Fi. But I was saying overrated, obviously, Randy Orton, John Cena. Woo! Can't get enough of it. Best feud of all time. No, you're not.
Yeah, it is. It is. Apparently, it is.
I was saying underrated, I think Shawn Michaels versus Jericho's feud was really good.
Yeah, that was the 08 feud. That was good. Like, Shawn Michaels was a hypocrite and a liar. He cheated to win that match against my boy Batista. Good luck to you in the new movie, Batista. Hope you do well as Mr. Hinks. Yeah, so that's true. That's a good feud. Nero Rampage asks, who is worse to you, Triple H or John Cena, in terms of both burying people and booking themselves to look dominant? I would say John Cena because he turned off more wrestling fans than Triple H. Like, a lot of wrestling fans stopped watching wrestling after John Cena was burying kids. So I'd say John Cena more than Triple H because people still watch when Triple H was burying people. You know, Triple H played himself good as like that dicky heel that you hated, while John Cena was just unbearable. So I would have to say Triple H. I mean John Cena. I would have to say John Cena. What about you?
Yeah, I would say John Cena.
For me, obviously, it's John Cena. Like you said, he's turned away people from pro wrestling. On top of that, the dude just loves burying the fan favorites. And also, you know, he's Vince McMahon's boy, so he finds his way in the main event like 24/7. Thankfully, in 2015, he's kind of, you know, laid back a little bit. He's in the mid card, but there's already rumors, not even a week into his vacation, that he's supposedly going to get a main event push as soon as he comes back.
This versus Cena confirmed. Cooper versus football. Let's get it on. That's happening. That's happening. Bully that.
John Cena, yeah.
Yeah, Chris Bandicoot asks, were you at Monday Night Raw last night, Monday? If I was Chris, I would have made a video also doing a day in the life of that one. But no, I did not. Was not at Monday Night Raw. I was in San Diego. If it was in LA, I probably would have bought tickets and we probably would have stayed overnight and watched Monday Night Raw that night. But no, I didn't. I went to work the next day, so I wasn't at Raw last night or last Monday. Nero Rampage asks, hope you get well soon, Aissha. A question for Aissha. What got you into soccer? Oh, great. More soccer talk on my show.
Well, with me, mostly my family would watch soccer, so it just kind of caught on to it, and as soon as I think the World Cup '06, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool, and this is like, and after that, I just started watching and get the general knowledge of soccer, and then I started playing it when I was like 9, and then I was like, ooh, I freaking love it, so, and still continuing strong today, so, the best sport in the world.
Barca.
Fuck Barca.
Okay. I don't. This Chelsea lost yesterday, so I don't give a fuck anymore about soccer. I'm being dead honest here. If Chelsea loses, I don't care. Red Wolf, okay, babe, my boy. Team Heel podcast shout out. Going to do that later tonight, so definitely check that out. Was Hell in a Cell one of the better wrestling shows you've been to live? Yes, it was. It definitely is up there with my favorite wrestling shows I've been to live. I would say easily number 1 or number 2. I don't know. I still have love for another show, which I'm not going to say why, because the next question is actually what's my favorite wrestling event I went to live. But definitely for sure one of the better shows I went to live. The only thing that would have made it better is the fucking concessions lady, you have to do her fucking job. I cannot miss 12 minutes of action. That's like missing a full quarter of fucking NBA basketball, you dumb bitch. I'll rant about that all day. I don't give a fuck if people get sick and tired of it. Concessions lady needs to do her damn job correctly. But yes, it was definitely one of the better events I've been to live. A good event. And then Redwood 316 asked, what was your favorite wrestling event you went to live? Mine was Royal Rumble 2000 from when I was a little kid. See, this is where I'm caught in the crosshairs because House Cell 2015 was definitely one of the better events I've been to live. But I also love the SmackDown vs. Raw Super Show I went to in 2007. Or 2006, 2006. That show was fucking bonkers. Okay, I had Sylvain Grenier come out in the middle of the ring for the dark match, asking for a title match, and Chris Benoit burying him. Then I had Raw, and that Raw was sick. And then like K-Fed and John Cena interacted for the first time. And then I had SmackDown, where I saw Rey Mysterio and Chavo Guerrero kill each other in an I Quit match. So I don't know which one's my favorite event. Pick your poison for me. I like both of those events, Hell in a Cell 2015 and the SmackDown vs. Raw Super Show that I went to in 2006. So, Weston, what was your favorite show you went to live? Also, shout out to TNA Battle for Glory 2010, too. I went to Battle for Glory 2010 live, and that one was pretty damn good.
Mine would have to be the Raw 2011 where Stone Cold came and he's literally stunnered JBL and Michael Cole. It's when they were building to that feud with Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler for WrestleMania. But like funny story. My Uncle Muhammad literally took me to that show, and he literally didn't get into the show until the Divas started coming out. Mm-hmm. Literally, he marked out for Kelly's entrance. Yeah.
My girls.
He was like, yeah. Yeah, he was like, this is what I'm talking about.
It's satisfaction. The Q&A keeps glitching out for you. A Snowdrop. It could be my internet right now. My internet is pretty shitty, so we don't have the best internet in the world. It could be YouTube too. YouTube is doing some weird updates as of late, my friend.
Oh, YouTube. Mm-hmm.
Oh, YouTube with your updates randomly. Don't give us a heads up what these updates are, but they do it anyways. All right, let's see. Aissha, what was your favorite wrestling event you've been to?
Well, mine was actually recently NXT Brooklyn, man. Show was amazing. That crowd was like, I've never been I've been to a wrestling event before, but this one was just something special, and we were a part of history if you think about it, so it was just so cool. Marking out for my girl Sasha. It was just an awesome night. Never forget about it. Still have pictures on my phone. I'm gonna show it to my kids.
Alrighty then, let's see. Snowdrop asked, what if Zeb Coulter was the one who accepted Cena's challenge and won? The fans wouldn't give a shit because Zeb Coulter got the Tito reaction, dude. When his music hit, I swear to God, no one in the Staples Center was marking out or anything. They were dead fucking quiet. That was as quiet as I heard the Staples Center the whole fucking night. So no one would give a shit. It'd be great. They should have Tito come out with him pushing that damn scooter that he has, just standing there looking all tough. It'd be great.
Yeah. At first, I was like, Jack Swagger?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like,
That's what I thought.
all right. Oh fuck. Nero Rampage asked, worst finishing move you've ever seen? Oh, the Cobra. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, fucking fuck. Or the vice grip by Kali. His hands are so big that he's going to crush you like a basketball. Like the fuck. Those are mine. What are yours, Weston?
Man, probably gonna go with Naomi's ghetto ass of doom.
The rear view there.
Please get another finisher, Naomi. That's just like, that's so like, fake. I mean, just your turn, Aisha.
Oh, what bad finisher do we have? What about Psycho Sid's finisher?
What was this? I can't even think of it. Hi, Thunder Gamer 12. How are you? I'm just saying hi to someone who sent the message. Because I know some people, if you don't say hi to them, they freak out. They go crazy. They're like, fuck. I guess there is a glitch with the Q&A. It's like stopping for whatever reason. Oh my god. Fuck you, Google Chrome, and your shit. Your
I understand if it's not a problem in Jersey because it's like freaking raining cats and dogs here.
Alright then, let's see if I fixed it. Let's see if I fixed it here, John. Dude, yeah, the Q&A is like way fucking behind the live stream. Like the live stream's like at when I was answering about fucking Raw. I'm like, oh my god,
really?
what's going on? Yeah, dude, it keeps. Yeah, so fucking YouTube. I hate you sometimes. Why do you fuck up my live stream? Oh god, I hate you, YouTube. I hate you sometimes. Don't take away my partnership.
Lady.
Alright then, let's see what other questions we have. I don't know why it keeps glitching out. Yeah, it's like frozen right now. I don't know, I stopped something on my Chrome, so maybe that will help. Okay, Fabe asks, also, favorite / least favorite wrestling championship belt. My favorite championship belt, this is kind of odd, but I love the WCW 1990 version belt. The one that like Sting is known for holding, not the big gold belt, but the other one. They're kind of like, I don't know, I just like that belt. I like that belt design, and I like any Intercontinental title belt design. Least favorite wrestling championship belt, I'm not a big fan of the new WWE title. I kind of forget that's our WWE championship belt. Like, I see Seth Rollins carrying it, and I'm like, what the fuck is he carrying? I'm like, oh yeah, that's our world title belt. So like that's like my least favorite, and then also the spinner belt. Like that spinner belt was just stupid looking. Like it looked cool when I was like 10, but then when I turned like fucking like 15, I was like, come on now, let's go, let's change it. Weston, what about you? What was your least favorite and favorite championship design?
For me, the coolest belt for me, probably have to go with the Winged Eagle Championship.
That's a good one.
Yeah. The least coolest, my least favorite, probably gonna have to go with the current Divas Championship.
Yeah, that one's disgusting. It's like a fucking butterfly. What about you, Aisha?
Me, I really love that WWE Championship when like Stone Cold had it, like with the wings. Woo! It's so beautiful.
The
Realistic.
attitude they're about.
Yeah, and obviously the Divas won freaking butterfly. Like, what importance does it really have? Like, come
My
on.
boy Hill Steven asked, favorite Eric Young funny moment. They hear you. I can't do the Ziggler voice right now, my friend. My voice is shot. Favorite Eric Young funny moment when he had to dress up as a chicken because of Bobby Roode. So how about that? But that is my favorite moment. I'm not gonna deny it. That's my favorite Eric Young moment.
Mm.
Oh my god.
Man, this is gonna take some thinking to do because he's had a lot of funny moments.
Yes. Chicken. Yo, I'm gonna have to go with chicken. Oops.
And how do you top the chicken one?
Oh, that's so.
I don't know. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna have to go with It was recently. This first one that comes to my mind, just because of how the commentary sold it. I'm gonna have to go with like when he turned on TNA and he went to Global Force Wrestling. Oh my god! It's turned on. Hey, it's like literally, what the fuck? I won't give a shit.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
You know, when he had that prosthetic leg, I'm sorry, that was just really funny.
That was funny.
If you want me to use my sick Chase Oliver humor when he won the TNA World Title, I was laughing. I thought it was pretty funny.
The underdog.
Let's see. Okay, Faye, my boy asked. Sorry, got another one. Let's assume that Undertaker beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 30. But says no told you that Taker will lose this year to Mania to whoever he picks. Who would you pick and why? The only man that should beat the streak, John Cena. Like, no, seriously, that's the only guy I can think of. Like, look, there's no young talent I would give this streak breaking to at all because we all know they're not going to go anywhere with this. Look, when a young talent wins something important, that means they're not going to be used whatsoever. You can have someone win the Battle Royale, the King of the Ring, and Money in the Bank. It doesn't matter. They're going to be jobbers. Breaking the streak, yeah, they'll be in wrestling history, but then the next week they're losing to fucking Heath Slater on Superstars. So you know what? I would say no one. I would have to say I had to go with the bread and butter. I would have to go with John Felix Anthony Cena. That's the guy right there that you would have to give it to. So yeah, John Cena would have to be the guy to break the streak. And here's the reason why. At least then I know that the streak match would be really good. It'd be a really fucking intense match that would sell out any arena. The fans would go fucking ballistic for it no matter what. It would add another crowning a moment to John Cena's great fucking career that he already has. It would just be something that I think would help John Cena more than hurt John Cena. Yeah, sure, fans would hate John Cena more, but it could lead to more avenues for John Cena, and maybe it would give John Cena a chance to maybe turn heel, because maybe more Make-A-Wish kids probably don't want to see John Cena because he's an asshole for breaking Undertaker's streak. Maybe it'll just lead to more avenues to make John Cena somewhat interesting compared to giving it to some young talent that we know WWE won't do shit with. If you want me to be a creative booker here and say who should break the streak, that is a young talent, it should be Roman Reigns. Because if you're going to build this guy like a fucking tank, make him be a tank that ended a streak that no one else could. That would make him feel like a big fucking deal. So, yeah, there you go. So,
For me,
I would have to say John Cena.
I disagree. I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna have to go with. No, I'm gonna have to go with Bo Dallas.
Oh, God.
Holy! You know, the Bulldog. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God! Bo Dallas has ended the streak.
I'm shocked, Weston. Thought you would say something else.
Yeah, we thought you were going to say Daniel Bryan's dumbass.
No, he was second. You know, we have to build young talent, so I was gonna go with Bo.
Yeah, he would fit the criteria too. He'd be something that he does something really big. You think it's going to be a push for his career, and then like he's on Superstars the next week, and you're like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, but his character's so
Remember,
messy.
remember when Wade Barrett won King of the Ring? Oh, this is a fresh new thing for Wade Barrett. They didn't do shit with him, like I said.
Uh, just what King of the Rings would I say? He's.
I said give it to Neville, but no, WWE decided to go with Barrett. Give high
It doesn't
expectations. That's not going to happen.
doesn't matter who they would have given it to. I mean, because like they wouldn't have done shit with anybody. Like,
Yeah, I know, but at least with Neville, it would be a something for it that he's going to have for 2015. Like, what does Barrett need another shitty achievement for? He doesn't need it. Neville needs more achievements than Barrett.
Fine, true. I mean,
They didn't even try though, too. So what was the point if they didn't even try?
Aisha, who would you have break the streak?
And I'll have John Cena, man. Get all that accolades and piss the INWC off, man. Be great.
It doesn't matter. He pisses people off, and sometimes people leave, but most of the time people watch still, so it doesn't matter. He's just a constant.
Pouring outcry would just be ridiculous, and me just looking through social media and just laughing my ass off would just be awesome.
Josh Chambers asked, if WWE doesn't want China back in their company because she did porn, then why are they allowing X-Pac back when he did porn with China? If you didn't know that, go search up One Night in China. No, I'm not going to look up that. But, what's it called? The reason why is because X-Pac and Triple H are still friends, brother. Triple H and China are not friends, so that's why X-Pac is still in WWE. You got to know the game to play the game. Thunder Gamer said, hi, just found out about you. That's awesome, Thunder Gamer. Hope you stick around for a long time to this channel. Slot Nuts 2000 asked, do you think 2012 could have been a good for TNA when they had Bobby Roode and Austin Aries were TNA champion and TNA trying to make their exhibition mean something again and TNA building up James Storm to be a main eventer? I thought it was a disappointing year, especially for it being the year that started the Ace and Nate's angle. Yeah, I thought 2012 was one of TNA's last better years, because at that time, WWE was kind of just like not really doing anything with CM Punk as world champion. Like John Cena was feuding with Johnny Laurinaitis and Big Show. Like they weren't really doing anything big for 2012 for WWE, and TNA had a chance to kind of be like somewhat different in counterculture. But you know, TNA did TNA things. You know, Aces and Eights, instead of it being a young faction, it was a faction that ended up being led by fucking Bubba Ray Dudley. And it turned out D-Von was one of the main forces behind Aces and Eights. Then you had Jeff Hardy winning the world title from Austin Aries because TNA had to re-sign Jeff Hardy because that was a great return on their fucking investment 3 years later. What does that have done good for them? Absolutely nothing. So really, to be honest, 2012 was a missed potential year for TNA. Even though I think Battle for Glory 2012 is one of their better shows, I think that TNA missed the boat with 2012 big time instead of like using their TNA originals and writing them for 2013 and kind of making Aces and Eights kind of a faction filled with other TNA originals that were kind of pissed off, so they were trying to invade the Impact Zone and make it make it hell. They just did something stupid with it. So I would have to say 2012 was a huge fuck up year for TNA.
It was.
yeah.
Nero Rampage asked, do you think Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson are promising young athletes into the NBA? Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson are shooters, not really athletes in the NBA. Stephen Curry will go down as one of the best shooters you will ever see, and you'll tell your kids about how amazing it was watching Steph Curry shoot threes lights out. Klay Thompson, he just needs to work on driving to the basket a little bit more. He's a good – I like Klay Thompson. I think he's a great player and everything like that. Terrific sharpshooter. But once he gets driving to the basket, then yeah, I would say young athletes, I would say great shooters in the NBA. Young athletes are like Giannis Antetokounmpo for the Bucks, Andrew Wiggins for the Timberwolves. You know, those are athletes. Zach LaVine for the Timberwolves. Those are athletes to me, guys that are just athletically great. Stephen Curry, wonderful player, but there's a difference between a player and an athlete. Players have great skill sets that make them good. Like, they don't really have that athleticism. Like, Stephen Curry is not really that athletic. Like, he's just he has wonderful ball control and great shooting touch. You know what I'm saying? So that's why athletes are a little bit different to me in the NBA. Athletes are like kind of people that are just like, holy shit. Like, LeBron's a great athlete. Like, that's a fucking athlete right there.
Yeah. Yeah. And to be honest, just to add a little to to what you said, I just also don't see Stephen Curry being a Golden State Warrior forever. I feel like eventually he'll leave.
Well,
Yeah,
well, if he wants more money, because right now like Stephen Curry has one of the cheapest contracts in the WWE. Well, in the NBA. Shit. Yeah, he has one of the cheapest contracts. His contract would be like the highest paid WWE superstar, if anything. But yeah, he's one of the cheapest contracts in the NBA. Like Klay Thompson and Draymond Green are getting paid more than him. So
Yeah, Chase. I hear Stephen Curry is doing great in NXT.
yeah, dude. He might be Finn Balor's Legos.
Yeah.
I still want WWE to make Finn Balor into someone that protects his Legos. That'd be like the greatest shit ever.
Yeah, me too.
But what about what were you gonna say about Stephen Curry not being a Warrior forever? Why do you think he's gonna leave?
Because I feel like the Warriors are one of those teams where eventually they'll win one, and then they'll have like a drop off for like the next 2 or 3 years. Then he'll be like, maybe I should go somewhere else to try and win one. Like maybe like I don't know, like maybe like to the Lakers or Miami or somewhere like that.
I guess I'll see Stephen Curry in an Orlando Magic jersey. I don't know why I see him with the Magic, but I just see that dude rocking like a Magic jersey. Maybe because of Magic, I've been known for shooting 3-pointers for a long time, but that's what I see going. Daryl Rampage asks, stupidest TNA moment you witnessed. Mine is Mick Foley against the Cardboard Rocky. Obviously, everyone should know my answer. I can't say it because my voice is shot, and if I say it, it's going to be fucking laughing, and it's going to be terrible. Just know he's coming August 1st.
Oh my god.
Oh,
oh my god.
I can't laugh right now, dude. My voice hurts fucking like balls. Laughing like that will hurt my fucking system.
Badass moments from TNA.
But what about you? What's the stupidest moment you've seen in TNA history?
Oh man. Oh man. I don't know why. I'm trying to go through history and watch, but like for some reason, this moment keeps flipping through my brain. Like it won't let me think of anything else. It's when like Mickey James died and came back to life. He was nothing. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh god damn, dude. I can't laugh. I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying hard not to laugh. Aisha, what about you?
Obviously, Jeff Hardy's dumbass getting drunk. Victory Road.
Oh my god.
Wait, what'd you say? Chigre Uno asking to fight Donald Trump? Was that yours?
Oh no, Jeff Hardy's drunk ass during Victory Road 2001.
Oh my god, that was just who decided that was a good idea? Let's fucking have Jeff Hardy drunk fight for a world title. All right. Let's see. Your Rampage asks favorite fighter in the UFC currently. I don't have one. Robbie Lawler, just because he actually fights people, so I'll go with Robbie Lawler right now. I can watch any Robbie Lawler fight. You know, I like Ronda too. Ronda, but she's like, I don't even put her as a UFC fighter. I put her as a fucking sports treasure more than a UFC fighter. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. It should be cool to me. So I gotta say Robbie Lawler in pure sense. So Robbie Lawler for the males and Rousey for the females. What about you, Weston?
For the females, it's of course Ronda Rousey. For the males, oh man, isn't that weird that like I can name my female one like really easy, but then for the males,
all the males are gone. Anderson Silva's gone for a year. John Jones, we don't know when he's gonna come back. all the champions are boring minus Robbie Lawler. Like, all the champions are boring. Like, Demetrius Johnson, boring. TJ Dillashaw, boring. Rafael Dos Anjos, boring. Jose Aldo, boring. Fucking, 185, Chris Weidman. That's the definition of boring. Daniel Cormier, somewhat entertaining. And then our heavyweight champion is Fabricio Werdum, I think. I'm not sure. But I don't know. I don't know who it is, so...
Just because he's a good fighter, especially for his size, I'll just say Roy Nelson.
Okay. What about you, Aisha? Who's your favorite UFC fighter currently?
Obviously, female Ronda Rousey. Sorry, I have to put that in there. But for male, I'm not really watching UFC right now, but I don't know, Frankie Edgar, I don't know.
Frank Yeager, yes. It's so hard to name a favorite male fighter. Nanjay Brady, what's up? My boy. Watch his What's Up collection that he did. I'm part of it. I think I had an afro back then when I filmed that video. I'm not 100% sure. I got to watch it again. Eric Young's funniest moment when he married OBD stripping off in the middle of the ring. That's pretty funny. And now for my question. Create 2 new tag teams for the WWE. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose being the bro boys, where they just like have a bromance with each other. That'd be fucking tight, the bromance. So Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, just so that way you got like 2 kind of big stars in the tag team division that kind of need some life. And then I would do like Barrett and Sheamus, just so that way you have 2 like fucking make the United Kingdom a real thing. WWE, that would be sick. So minus the fact that Sheamus wins every title at the end of WrestleMania, that'd be ridiculous. But yeah, just do that. So yeah.
All right, I'll take it from here. For me, gonna have to go with Adrian Neville and Wade Barrett.
Yeah, that would be a good team, like a Neville and Barrett team, like 2 guys that kind of hate each other type of deal.
Yeah.
And that'd be sick, like the Hammer into the Red Arrow type of deal.
Yeah. And for my second team, gonna have to go with Dean Ambrose and Luke Harper.
All right, that sounds pretty interesting. What about you? What about you, Aisha?
Oh, sorry, these damn cousins. What was the question again? Sorry.
Create 2 new tag teams for the WWE.
Ooh, tag team. I was gonna say Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler, but nah, that would just annoy me so much. But
where's my statue?
Where's my statue? Yeah, you know my voice is bad when I can't even do the Seth Rollins voice. Like, fuck.
I got you, man. Where's my statue? They hear you.
Randy Orton, Neville, that would be pretty cool. The red arm to the RKO.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
I think Neville right now, he needs to be in a tag team just so that way like he can be kind of interesting. I think him being in the tag team with division would be pretty cool. So. All right. What's the next question NJ has? And should Bray Wyatt be a face now? Yeah, people like to cheer Bray Wyatt. They like to cheer him. They don't like to boo him. I don't know why WWE insists on trying to make this guy into a heel. They should have made him into a babyface a long time ago, but they kind of missed the boat on that one.
I've actually heard an interesting a thing where, like, I forgot who said it, but they want to make Bray Wyatt like into an anti-authority figure.
Yeah, he should be fighting the authority. That should be him. He's like that. He's anarchy and stuff like that. Why not? But no, they missed the boat. They try to make this guy into a heel, which he sucks at because he gets cheered and people actually like to see this guy. So why don't you make him into a face and try to force him being heel? That's why I think Bray Wyatt sucks, is the fact that he's supposed to be a heel, and the only way he can generate heel heat is by attacking 80-year-old Undertaker. Because the only way he can get fucking heel heat is by attacking old man fucking Taker. He can't get heel heat doing anything else. Everyone cheers this fucker. So why don't you make him into a fucking babyface so that way his character makes fucking sense? But instead, his character is just like ramble jamble. I make no fucking sense. I have no direction. At least him attacking the Authority, he has a fucking direction. So yeah. What about you, Aisha?
Mm, Wait, hold on. What was the question?
Oh my God, who should Bray Wyatt should Bray Wyatt be a face right now?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm probably out of it today. These migraines, man. Um, yeah, I think he should be faced because obviously he's getting cheered and like whatever. So like it makes sense. Like you have to like be organic, but no, WWE wants to go its own way. So just like come on, you don't see like obviously you went to Hell in a Cell. Everybody line up their phones. Like
Yeah.
come on, that's like so over. So just make him a face and whatever.
Yeah, make it the face, because the fans are the Fireflies, so it makes sense. But no, should Barrett be in a tag team with Sheamus after Sheamus loses his cash in? I think Barrett and Sheamus should be a tag team already. Barrett should be, Sheamus's like royal king that Sheamus protects or something. I don't know. So sure, why not?
Yeah, that'll be cool.
What about you, Weston? Is Weston gone?
I'm
Where's
back.
Weston? Okay. Should Barrett and Sheamus be a tag team, Weston? After Sheamus
who?
fails his cash in?
Should who, Barrett and Sheamus?
Yeah.
Eh, yeah, but they have to make them wear the same colors. Like have Wade wear like black and green. You know what I mean? Like they have to look like a tag team,
Yeah, they do.
not just be
Mash
one.
up their themes. How would their mashup theme look?
Maybe like a boom after Sheamus' intro.
Oh, boom. 2 spotlights.
By the way, I miss Wade Barrett's old theme song. I've had enough. I'll make up.
The core
Yeah.
theme song, I miss
Yeah.
God Save the Queen. Well, it's kind of like his current theme song, but I miss the other version of it. So,
Yeah.
DJ Cass asks, what do you guys think of NXT's tag team division right now? It's trash. None of these tag teams, I look at them, I don't think any of them are main roster good. Like Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy are the only ones that I think can do well on the main roster. But I don't think any of the tag teams are good. What about you guys?
It's decent, and here's why. They've had to come up with new tag teams because most of their tag teams have kind of already been called up. So most of these tag teams are just developing now. Like they're just barely, starting to come to their own. So I would say it's decent. I wouldn't say it's trash yet.
I would say they're improving a little bit, like Jason Jordan and what's his name?
Chad Gable.
Yeah, hey, they look pretty good right after what they did in NXT. I'm just like, they look like a pretty good tag team in the crowd.
Aisha went mute here. Her microphone went mute, so we couldn't hear the last part that she said. Yeah, you're mute, Aisha. We can't hear you. We can't hear you at all. No, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Like Dolph Ziggler, we can't hear you. No, we can't. We still can't hear you. Yeah, exactly. This is hilarious. Aisha raging. You guys can't see Aisha's like raging right now, trying to talk, but she can't talk whatsoever. So you can see it. You can't hear her. No, we can't hear you whatsoever. Your mouth's moving, but we can't hear you. Nope. Nope. Yeah, the microphone went out. Yeah, the microphone went out. You broke it, Aisha. You broke the microphone. You dropped the pipe bomb. Vince McMahon didn't like what you said, CM Punk. Cut you off. You can see this is pretty funny. She's like trying to scream and talk, but she can't at all. So I have her like featured on the YouTube, so it's pretty funny. Oh, this is great.
Oh, dang. Well.
On to the next one, as Jay-Z would say.
Yeah.
What? That's the song they did. DJ Cass also asked, "Do you guys like regular show?" I've never seen the regular show, so I don't know anything about it. DJ Cass, sorry about that. Weston, do you know the regular show? Do you watch it?
Seen it once, thought it was boring, never seen it again.
What was it about?
Uh, if I remember correctly, it's about like these weird like it has like a bird in it and like a dog. It's on Cartoon Network.
Oh, I thought it was like a
And
YouTube show.
no,
I'm not gonna watch anything that's New Age Cartoon Network, so fuck that.
yeah.
And then DJ Cass also asked, "Do you think that scene Alberto Del Rio is different from Alberto El Patron?" They're the same to me. They do the same moves, they do the same kicks and everything like that.
He did the same thing in WWE. They did in he did the same thing in WWE they did in AAA, which was C cross arm breaker backbreaker.
Yeah, exactly. So it's nothing different. It's nothing
Yeah.
different. It's the same fucking wrestler. It's just a different name. I like the El Patron name better than Del Rio, though, in my personal opinion. But Del Rio is my boy, so I'm not going to shit on anything he does. No, hello, it's the stage man. Hello, it's Terrence. Love your channel. Thanks, Terrence. Do you think Owens versus Reigns would be good for a future world title feud? Yeah, it would be a good feud if WWE books it correctly. It all depends on WWE's booking. Like, I like the matchup on paper. It sounds really good. The matches will be pretty stellar, but I just have to see how it's going to be booked by the WWE and their standards. Aisha, is your mic working now?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh my god.
That was pretty
I'm
funny.
so sorry.
That was super funny.
Yeah.
Weston, do you think that Del Rio and Owens would be Reigns versus Owens would be a good feud?
Yeah. You know what? That'd be a good feud. I think the matches would be just superb. They put on great matches.
Ooh.
All right.
Owens and Reigns? Owens and Reigns? Ooh, that would be my match. No, I'm kidding. But that would be really good because Kevin Owens.
Go on, what were you going to say, Aisha? I was going to say something.
I was saying, Owens Reigns, that can be really good stuff. Owens insulting his Samoan heritage, saying, just tell it now. Oh, you think all these ladies love you? Well, they don't. They're paying attention to me. I can just imagine it.
I can already see Roman Reigns like getting a script from Vince, and there's already like a fat joke in there for Reigns to say. Like, oh my god, I can just see Reigns being like, Kevin, you're fat, or something like that. I can't do my Reigns voice or anything like that. The only impression that I can do is my Vince McMahon, because nothing can ruin my Vince McMahon impression. All my other impressions, my vocals, I can't go deep enough to do them. So.
My Superman punch is going to hit you in your Canadian ass.
Yeah, I can
Oh
see
my
that
god.
so easily.
Oh my god! Imagine if Vince like scripts a segment just to like make fun of Kevin Owens, where Roman Reigns goes for the Superman punch, where he punches Kevin Owens in his stomach, but for some odd reason, Roman Reigns is like Superman punch ricochets off Kevin Owens' stomach.
Or gets stuck in there. Gets stuck in there.
Yeah. Yeah. He's fat. He's the fart master too.
I can totally see that too. Where Reigns like makes some fat joke where he's just so like, hey, Kevin, you're a little bit bite. I know you're used to eating a lot, but you're biting off more than you can chew when you face me at Hell in a Cell. Believe that. Like I can just see him saying something so stupid like that, where I'm just like, oh my god, why? Who wrote this?
That's perfect too. Like I could totally perfectly see Vince McMahon screaming those exact words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know you like to eat a lot, but you've got off more than you can chew. It's like, fuck, really?
Oh, that's so perfect.
I have.
Believe that. John Cool asks, if you're at work and some hot customer asks you for your number, but your boss strictly wants you to maintain professional, would you bend the rules and go with it? Yeah. Sure, why not? My bosses love me. They'll say be professional. What's one write-up gonna do for me? Absolutely nothing. So I'll do it. Sure. What about you guys? If a hot customer, yeah. What about you, Aisha? Oh, we can't hear Aisha again. We can't hear her again. Yeah, we can't hear you again, Aisha. Got to reset the whole thing again. We can't hear you. You're like Dolph Ziggler trying to convince WWE Creative that we should push you. It's so funny seeing her rage. It's great. Oh, you guys are in here watching this. We can't hear you. Look at her raging, people. It's fucking great. This is money right here. This should be a gimmick. This should be actually like a WWE gimmick where someone's trying to cut a promo, but the microphone keeps going out on him, so he can't fucking say his promo. That'd be fucking amazing. Could you imagine that? Like someone's like trying to cut their fucking promo and they can't fucking say it at all.
Yeah, that would be just gold. This looks like Mariah Carey trying to hold the note.
Yeah. Oh god. And Aisha, maybe exit out and come back again.
She looks like a sad little girl in the Titanic or something. Okay, now she's...
Aisha with the technical difficulties there. 1, 2, 3, hi. Welcome to Monday Night Raw, Michael. Slapnuts 2000, what's going on with your live hangout? It's called YouTube being a dick, and they're just fucking around because they're probably having some freaking update that I don't know about because they're assholes. That's what's probably going on with my live hangout.
Oh my god, you sounded like Eric Young right there.
I know my voice is trash. No, I mean that's serious. My voice is trash right now. It's fucking gone. So yeah. But anyways, me. Look, let me gargle some water. Maybe that will help my fucking voice. All right, that helped a little bit. The Savvy Yes Man asks, do you think that Big Show, Kane, or Mark Henry will retire anytime soon? Mark Henry, yes. Big Show, no. Kane, no. Welcome back, Aisha.
Fine, this freaking phone. If I get it one more time, I'm freaking throwing it out the window. I'm sorry. No. You ready?
Right.
Oh my god.
All right, Aisha. Do you think Big Show, Kane, or Mark Henry will retire anytime soon?
They have to, man. It's been too freaking long. Like, go have a life, man. I don't want to get... Big Show, look at you, man. Like, you're getting hurt, man. Go enjoy your life. Go eat your food. Come on, man. Your time is done.
All right, what about you, Weston?
Yeah, Big Show needs to retire, but he's not anytime soon. But you know what the weird part is, though? I feel like if Big Show goes down to NXT marks are going to mark out for him. They're going to be like, yeah, glad you're in NXT. Same thing for Kane and Mark Henry.
Oh, God.
I don't see him retiring anytime soon because he's so freaking healthy. It's, like, unbelievable. And then as for... let's see. I said Big Show, okay, yeah, Mark Henry, yeah, Mark Henry's gonna be gone at least by the next 2 years.
Oh, like now, the time is now, man. Like, no. Like,
DJ Cass asked, did you guys ever watch Inuyasha? And if so, did you like it? I never got into that anime, so I can't really say anything about it. Like, I'd see it on Adult Swim. Like, if it was on, I would watch it because I was waiting for Full Metal, but I wasn't like a fan of it or anything like that.
I was never familiar with it.
What about you, Weston? Did you watch Inuyasha?
Nope. Never even heard of it till today.
The only move I remember was Tetsaiga, because that motherfucker would yell it all the time, like, Tetsaiga! And stuff like that. I'll be like, what the fuck is this shit? DJ Katz asks, last one, what do you guys think of The Friend Zone? Like, is it a movie? Like, TV show or something like that? Like, I can tell you what I... Huh?
I think it's a general term, I think you're saying.
A general term for the friend zone? Okay, well, the friend zone is one of the worst things, especially, I think guys suffer more from the friend zone than girls. Like, I'm pretty sure girls can get friend zone too, but I'm pretty sure guys get friend zone a lot more than girls do. Aisha, have you ever experienced the friend zone in your life?
Yeah, I have, and it happened for me. It happened twice. Like, with us girls, we do get close. We have those guy friends that we're best friends, and we get very close with, and we start to develop feelings. But it's hard, because if you say something, it can ruin that. So it's really hard. You have to like hide your feelings. So.
What about you, Weston? How's the friend zone treat you? The friend zone's like the worst, especially when you like really like a girl, and then you just know you'll never break out of it. You're just kind of like, fuck, I'm stuck here forever. So you just kind of have to deal with it. You're just like, fuck it, I'll deal with it.
Yeah. At one time, I was in the friend zone for, gosh, like 3 or 4 years until me and this girl actually finally clicked. Like, holy cow!
It's always when you're in the friend zone. It's always when you start dating someone else that the other girls will like, how come I didn't start dating you? And then you're like, fuck, I don't know. It's like shit.
The funny part to that story was that like I started out liking her and we were in the friend zone. I was in the friend zone with her until like 3 or 4 years, but then I turned out to dump her.
You asshole. Aissha, have you sadly friend zoned a guy that you knew? Because like I know guys suffer the friend zone more than girls do. But have you ever friend zoned someone?
A couple of times, man.
What's that conversation? Go into detail. Don't just do the like couple of times. Tell us the conversations that go on. Like the guy comes out to you and everything. What's going through your mind thinking of this person? Because I want to know. You guys know I'm a cognitive motherfucker. I'm all about thinking and shit like that. I want to know, what does a girl say to this guy she's really close to as a friend, but won't jump to? Why won't you jump the boundary with this guy? What is the reasonings? What's going on? So give me reasons why. You're in high school. This happens a lot more in high school than it does when you're an adult, because when you're an adult, you're kind of just like, fuck it, I'll fuck whoever I want.
Yeah, like with me, it's just like we've like been friends. Like I'll give you like my situation. We've been friends since like 6th grade, and like I'm 11th grade now. And it's like with me, I like to hide my feelings. Like when it becomes when I'm friends with guys, because me, if I say something, I just think it might kind of ruin the relationship. That's just how I think. So
yeah, same here. Well, I have no problem telling a girl that I'm friends with, like, oh yeah, you look really pretty or something like that. Like I have no problem being open with girls, but like to me, like especially with my coworkers, see the thing is, I have this theory, and I will always do this. I don't give a fuck. I don't like to piss in the sandbox, aka shit where I eat, whatever you want to say. I don't date coworkers, and the reason why is I don't want drama at work. And also, to me, when I have a girlfriend, I want it to be like where I miss this person like a lot, where I don't spend all my time with her. If I see her at work all the time, it's like fucking like seeing her all the time. It's like, oh, man, that's not fun or anything like that. So a lot of my coworkers, like, don't get me wrong, there's some really good-looking women as coworkers, but I see them more as like friends or sisters, more than just like, oh yeah, these girls are like, I want to date them or anything like that, because my whole mindset of why I'm at work is like Brock Lesnar's mindset when he enters WWE: punch in, punch out. That's my mindset. If I make friends, cool. If I don't, whatever. It's not gonna hurt me at the end of the day.
You know, it's also hard too when you're in the friend zone with the person you want to be with that actually has a significant other.
Oh, yeah, that's a burn right there.
But I did have a situation where my ex, we were friends, and I'm like, I had no interest in him. Like I was friend. I thought he was funny and whatever. But like we talked, and he was like, hey, would you be willing? And he was like, will you be willing to go out with me? I was like, what?
It's always funny when you're in the friend zone and then it turns out you're not in the friend zone. You're like, oh wait, I'm not in the friend zone. Sweet, free game.
But, so like, I'm thinking, I'm just like, so was he really flirting with me or being friendly with me? So like,
exactly.
Like, okay, then I said like yes, and he's like, you won't give me a kiss? I'm like, we just after 5 minutes, you kissed me already.
That's how guys are, man. We want it now. We want it now. But yeah, with the friend zone and everything like that, the friend zone, look, guys, if you get stuck in the friend zone, Do not fucking. I know it's hard. Every human's different, but here's some life. Do not try to fight it. Just accept it. If you accept it, it makes the relationship with that person a lot better. It's okay if you're just friends with them. You don't need to go to distance with them. Even if you want to, you can hurt the relationship more if you keep on trying to fight it and everything like that. Like, you gotta be realistic with yourselves here. They don't want to be with you. You gotta move on. You gotta. There's other fish in the sea and stuff like that. So that's all I gotta really say about that.
Yeah.
It's always funny too, but.
Our guest is waiting in the waiting room. He's finally arrived.
Okay.
The Masked Luchador is here to talk about Alberto Del Rio betraying Mexico, my boy. So bring him in, Weston. Bring him in. We're going to do this now, and then we're going to answer more questions. So if you guys don't know, the Masked Luchador treated Alberto Del Rio as God of Mexico, and he betrayed Mexico, Alberto. Alberto betrayed Mexico, went to the WWE, and now Masked Luchador is here to finally talk about how he feels about this.
Yeah.
And don't worry, guys. I'll get through all your questions. I'm sorry it's taking a while. You guys know the live stream is fucking up. YouTube with their weird ass. Yeah, the YouTube with their weird ass updates up out of nowhere.
Up today.
Huh?
I'll get up today.
Yeah, exactly. You're pulling your best Western impression.
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
We're
We're waiting for the Masked Luchador. This guy is coming in. He might be upset. We don't know. He's only going to be on here for that short time, and then we'll answer the questions that we have going forward.
We gotta know what's going on with him.
I'm going to answer Jay Walker's question right now because it's a simple answer. How come we never got Brock Lesnar versus Batista? This was a dream match I've been waiting to see since the Ruthless Aggression days. It's because Vince is a fucking idiot, and wrestling fans don't want to see that feud because they want to see Farm Animal Daniel Bryan win the championship, because we all know Batista was champion after WrestleMania 30. We would have got a Batista versus Lesnar, but no, wrestling fans want to see a little goat become champion. So there you go. That's why we never got that feud. Being dead honest here, that's the reason why we didn't get that feud. And our special guest is here. The Masked Luchador is here with us. Masked Luchador, how are you, my friend? Mi amigo, how are you?
Hi.
The Masked Luchador can't speak right now. He's pulling an Aissha. The Masked Luchador, we can't hear you. We
You
can't
need to
hear
have a
you.
working mic. You need to have a working mic, man. You know, I come here to spend time
shit.
with your podcast.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Oh, the Masked Luchador already pissed off. Now, Masked Luchador, we know this has been a rough week for you personally. I don't mean to jump the gun here, but how are you feeling about the Don of Mexico, El Patron, betraying Mexico and going back to the WWE?
It is very shocking, you know. We gave him everything. We gave him the Mega Championship, the Triple A Championship, and this, you know, fucking, you know, chingon, you know, this, puto madre, you know, this puto. He left, you know, he went to the WWE for no reason. We give him money, we give him fame, we give him everything. He leave for no reason.
But
we give him the women, we give him the alcohol, we give him everything he could ever ask for. It's just, I don't get it. And then the storyline don't make sense either. So, like, why you leave? Why? We don't know. It's like, well, why? Why? You know, why did he leave?
He's going to be finishing up his date, so that should be good. He's still wrestling for you guys for a little bit.
Still, it's like, come on, man.
Wait, I have a pregunta for you, man. But how do you think you're going to deal with this from now on?
What I mean, obviously, I'm still going to, you know, go do my $200,000 indie dates, and I'm still going to, you know, try and, you know, convince Mysticis to come back to, you know, AAA. You know, he left to go to CMLL because he couldn't stand the booking he was getting over here in AAA. Hopefully, things go right for me. I'm a commodity. I'm famous.
Are you?
I try my best.
Are you gonna follow Del Rio soon, Mysterio, and going to join the WWE? Because I don't know, man. Del Rio's making a lot of money, and I know you're making money off the indie shows. But come on, man, you gotta admit the WWE money seems pretty nice.
Yeah, that's a really good question, especially since I still live in California. The San Diego place. That really helps in my decision to work for the WWE. The money, yes, is really, really good. I could afford the big burritos with that kind of money. And then those big coronas, the what they call the guamas or whatever. Oh, they're like this big, get you drunk off your ass in like 2 seconds. Man, yeah, good shit right there, man. Luckily, I can still afford that shit. After the big matches, me and Mysticis one day got just real fucking drunk, man. It was a great day, man. I went on this one late night show, man. Late night with Juan Rodriguez. We got fucked up.
All right, thank you, Mask Chidori. Let's hope that you're feeling better. We'll see you soon, facing against Low Key and Amazing Red on all these indie shows. Thank you very much for taking the time.
How's your knee going? How's your knees going?
Yeah, do you have that GoFundMe.com account activated?
Yes, it's still open. I got a little, I got a little bit of, the problem still here. It's getting better because I get lots of money. So, I get a little bit fixed, but a lot of it is still hurting. So, yes, it's still open. You can go donate right now at GoFundMe/help Rey Mysterio's knee. And as for this dumbass over here that's on your show, what do you call the angry Mark?
Yes.
You need to get better mic the next time. And by the way, you have a lot of problems here on your side. For real, motherfucker.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Right.
Thank you for taking the time. We're not paying you anything, Rey Mysterio, for being on the show. No, you came on. You came in free on your own will. So I'm sorry, Rey Mysterio. You got to do this. This is part of it. So. Have a good one, my friend.
Yeah, it's okay.
Then,
well, take care of yourself.
The paycheck will come like TNA's paychecks, whenever the fuck we feel like filling them out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fine. Just donate, I guess, to my GoFundMe. I mean, yeah. By the way, I have matches in Terpea. Watch them. Yeah.
Don't blow out your knee, man.
Adios.
Adios, Mass Luchador. Rey Mysterio there, giving us his thoughts about Al Patron betraying Mexico and joining the WWE. The Real Heel asked, what did you think of Robert Roode's Rich gimmick back in 2007? One of my favorite Robert Roode gimmicks, Canadian taking over the New York Stock Exchange. Fucking hilarious, fucking great. That's when he should have became world champion. He should have been the guy to beat Samoa Joe at Bound for Glory, but it's TNA for you, so TNA had to push Sting to win. So there you go.
And I really wanted him to win the world title.
I'll be right back. My dog is barking.
And Weston, you're back.
Yeah, man. Rey Mysterio, he's a hard one to deal with. He's still bitching about how he didn't get paid.
Man, what's wrong, guy? You gotta be angry all the time, man.
Yeah, holy cow.
He just needs to come where El Patron is. Why is he so angry?
I don't know. He just left, with his driver, bitching and complaining. I mean, he said he still loves the show, but I mean, he doesn't know if he's willing to come back again. But we'll see.
And blow out his other knee.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Yeah, it's a good thing he's willing to come on the show, though. We always love having him.
No, always want that money though.
Yeah.
we ain't paying you shit.
Yeah. Man, maybe that's a sign. I don't know. You want to catch the fact that he was representing TNA? He had the TNA shirt on. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What? What?
Yeah, he had a TNA shirt on.
Oh, Granny. Oh, God.
Just like
So
Kevin Owens, I'm eating during the Q&A, so.
It's okay.
Yeah. So the Masked Luchador, Rey Mysterio, just left, and yeah, he left with his agent complaining about how he didn't get paid, but he said as long as we donate to his GoFundMe / Mysterio's knee, we'll be fine.
Well, tell him I ain't donating shit.
He was very disrespectful.
Very.
Oh man,
So, but
I know he cursed me out.
the straight shooter asked, "What was the funniest wrestler to debut in any company?" Mine was the Sharkmaster, Tito Ortiz. Tito Ortiz TNA was pretty funny, so I had to go with that one.
Obviously, Brodus Clay, man. We can't forget about that.
Oh my god, yeah.
By the way, I want to say, Brodus Clay, you're like the biggest fucking hypocrite ever. Because in one interview, he talked about how the Funkasaurus was probably one of the best things for his career, and that WWE did the right thing by giving him that gimmick. And this is when he left WWE, by mind you. He wasn't in WWE when he said this. He said this after he left WWE. And then afterwards, he goes to another interview and talked about how this was career suicide. So, you know what, Brodus Clay? You're a fucking hypocrite. Fuck you. I hate wrestlers like you that are hypocrites and don't stick to their guns. So, fuck you.
Man, it's hard to think of another person that was the worst debut. But maybe I'm going to have to go with, if I remember correctly, probably going to have to go with
Who?
Hmm?
Weston, who'd you say? Are you having mic problems too?
Oh, no.
Hello?
Weston, who'd you say was your funniest debut?
Going to have to go with, if I remember correctly, Hornswoggle.
All right.
Hornswoggle.
Yeah.
Joe Juicy.
Can't forget about Glacier.
Glacier. Hey, don't fucking hate on Glacier. He's one of my WCW boys. How dare you? Fucking Glacier was the shit back in the day. The reason why I like Glacier is because when I was a kid, I thought he was fucking awesome, so I'm not going to change that. That will never change for me. I'll stick by Glacier. He sucked. As an adult, yes, watching now, he sucked, but back then he was a shit, so I'm not going to hate on him.
Oh, Deuce and Domino.
Turbo Badu. Joe Juicy asked, what do you think of Candice Michelle? One of the hottest divas ever, in my personal opinion. And she has great pornography, so check that out if you haven't already.
No, thank you.
Yeah,
better than who you like, Charlotte Flair? Charlotte Flair, Ric Flair?
Look.
Candice Michelle hotter than Charlotte Flair in that respect.
Okay, I would say that, yes, she's harder than her, but I still don't get why.
Let me show you what love is. Let me show you how to move that body, move, raise your hands up, raise your hands up. Like, fuck. That theme song was popping.
Hey, at least Charlotte is more classy than that trainee fuck.
Hey, her porn is hot, so I'm not going to deny it. Weston, what did you think of Candice Michelle?
Oh, yeah, one of the hottest female wrestlers of all time.
Like I remember remember that segment where she was with the Hardy Boys and she was putting water on herself, and Matt and Jeff Hardy, like you could tell Jeff Hardy had like the biggest boner. He was like, "The fuck am I witnessing?" He was like, "Oh shit, shucky ducky quack quack." I thought, okay, Michelle. It seems now that the stream is back to normal because now I'm getting questions. We're gonna go rapid fire throughout these questions so that way we catch up. Are you guys ready for this one?
Let's go.
All right. How would you, Rampage asks, how would you have in your NFL team for running back, Shane McCoy or Marshawn Lynch? Easy, Marshawn Lynch, bigger and can handle more durability. Aisha, you go.
Come on, Marshawn Lynch, man. I'm get fined.
I'm on here, so I won't get fined. What about you, Weston?
Marshawn Lynch.
Jake Loomis asked, what did you think of WWE in 2006? 2006 was a pathetic year for WWE. They had to bring back fucking DX to make it interesting. Next, Weston.
Same reason. Just very disappointing year. You expected more.
Yeah. It's basically nostalgia. It's very disappointing.
Nero Rampage asks, have you ever watched Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson in their heyday? Whether yes or no, who do you enjoy more? Wasn't born for Ali. Watched Tyson in his heyday. Tyson for the win for me. Tyson. What about you?
Tyson,
even though I wasn't born, but saw a lot of clips of him, though.
Jake Loomis asks, what if TNA decided to do Ace and Nate's versus Ace and Nate's White versus Ace and Nate's Black? Sounds like what TNA would do. Book it.
Book it.
The Straight Shooter asked, what if WWE put a John Cena 1 versus John Cena 2 match? Who would win? John Cena 2 because that's not rapper John Cena. Hustle, loyalty, respect. Make-A-Wish. Weston?
Tie. They would kill each other.
Oh, shit. Shit. I don't know that anyone see Nathan.
I never thought of that shit. I'll go for the top two.
All right, go, Weston. Go. Rapid fire.
I know, tie. They would kill each other. John Cena 1, John Cena 2.
Okay. What about you, Aisha?
John Cena 2, man.
John Cena 2. The Straight Shooter asks, who would win in a war, an army of John Cena clones or an army of Triple H clones? Army of Triple H clones. He has more fucking gimmicks to work with than John Cena. What about you,
Army
Weston?
of John Cena clones.
Okay.
Army of John Cena clones. He never gives up.
Oh. Come on, Triple H, man. Look at all that sledgehammers, man. You gonna do some damage, man.
Jinzo Jector asks, here are my questions for today's Q&As. These are all for you. Number one, do you think Hell in a Cell match was WWE's way of fixing what happened at Mania with Taker's streak? Yes and no. I think yes, that the reason why they had the Hell in a Cell match was to sell out a venue like the Staples Center and to kind of get fans interested. But I don't think it was a way of fixing Taker's streak because, really, to be honest, Taker's streak should have never ended, and Taker should have won the match if that was the way to fix the streak. What about you guys?
Yeah, same reason.
Yeah, same reason.
Jinzo Jector, what underrated superstar should go into the WWE Hall of Fame? Christian should be in the Hall of Fame soon. And I can't think of any other underrated. Maybe Crash Holly for all the hardcore antics that he did. Raven could definitely be a Hall of Famer. You know, those are some underrated guys that I could throw in out there. What about you guys?
I don't know if you would really Go ahead, Aisha.
Yeah, I was going to say Crash Holly. You can even put Val Venus in there.
Yeah, hello, ladies.
I don't know if you would necessarily consider this guy underrated, but Ravishing Rick Rude.
No, underrated for sure. I would say he's underrated. Not like everyone likes him, but I don't think he's like well loved. So yeah, I would say Rick Rude.
Yeah, Rick Rude.
I was just going for guys that like entertained me when I was a kid and stuff. Yeah, I think that like would fit perfectly in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I would also put Rhino one day.
Rhino.
Yeah. An RVD.
Yeah, RVD.
Jinzo Jector, it looks like the stream got fixed from when you were watching because now it's not frozen. Mr. TNA 2005 asks, what do you think about Eric Young, James Storm beer drinking championship feud? That was a funny feud. I actually wish it led to a real life beer drinking contest, not that crap that they did on TNA where Eric Young just threw beer in James Storm's face. Like, I actually wish it was like an actual beer drinking contest where these fuckers got drunk as fuck on television. That would have been TV gold written all over it. But it was actually funny and entertaining. It shows James Storm and Eric Young doing well. What about you, Aisha?
Oh shit, that was freaking entertaining, man. Like you said, if they were to be drunk on TV, I'll be laughing for days.
All right, and then Weston, you?
Same here. It was a fun, funny little feud. I wish it would have led to more though.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. TNA 2005 also asks, it's well known worldwide that Romania has the most beautiful women in the world. Who do you think is second? I think it's going to be Spain. I think Spain has the second most beautiful women in the world. What about you, Aisha?
Me, I would say Argentina. Yeah, they're very beautiful.
What about you, Weston?
I'm gonna have to go with Colombia.
Colombia. I mean, good choices. We all have good choices. Tell us who it is, Mr. TNA 2005. And to wrap up the rapid fire portion of this Q&A, since we're now caught up, NJ Brady re-asked his questions because I guess the stream cut off during him. He said, create two new WWE tag teams. I said Sheamus and Wade Barrett, and Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose as a bunch of bros with a bromance. Weston, you said Neville and Wade Barrett, correct?
Yep.
And then who was your other team?
Luke Harper and Dean Ambrose.
All right, Aisha, who's your two new tag teams?
I said Neville and Randy Orton, and I said Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins.
All right. Should Bray be a face? And we said yes, Bray Wyatt should be a face because it would make sense for his character to be attacking the Authority. People want to cheer him. And the reason why I think Bray Wyatt sucks now is the fact that he's trying to play a heel, and it fucking absolutely is atrocious. And NJ's last question is, should Barrett and Sheamus be a tag team after Sheamus loses his cash-in? I don't think Goober's losing his cash-in, but yes, I would like to see Sheamus and Barrett as a tag team. So that ends the rapid-fire portion of the Q&A. Let's hope we caught up now with other questions. We have to pull that from time to time, and sometimes we have to rapidly go through these questions so that way we are up to date with what we have. Newest first. All right, let's go. Mr. TNA 2005 asks, if Jet Jarrett from TNA 2003-2006 and HHH from 2003 would have a feud with them being on TNA and every WWE show for 3 months, how much time would their promos be every week, and who would win in their feud? Promo length around 30 minutes long, and Triple H would win the feud, no doubt, because Jeff Jarrett doesn't even hold a candle to Triple H politics.
I don't know, man.
Jeff Jarrett could politic in the minor leagues, but when it came into the major leagues, he fizzled out.
Yep.
Bro.
And without Vince Russo, Jeff Jarrett's nobody. Triple H doesn't need anyone.
Bro, Jeff Jarrett's about to bury an entire company. That's something Triple H or John Cena haven't done yet.
Triple H can do so in a heartbeat. He's just caring too much. He's building up NXT so he can bury it, Weston. I'm telling you.
It's
close. It's close, but gonna have to say Triple H, but like by like 2%.
It's not by a much. It's not by a little. Come on, it's Triple H we're talking about, man.
Jeff Jarrett is about to bury
Jeff Jarrett can rule the mid card and WCW when it was dying. Okay, he can't rule fucking Triple H what he's done in WWE.
If we're going based on right now, then yes, I'll have to say right now Jeff Jarrett's rolling in the mid card and then Triple H. So then yeah, right now. But if Jeff Jarrett does somehow bury TNA, he's up there.
I guess you could say that. Mr. TNA 2005 asks, Chase, what do you think about this Oakland Raiders team, and what do you see them in the future? The Raiders are actually going to be a good team in the next 2 years. That's all I can really say. It all depends on the development of Derek Carr, their young star quarterback, who I like a lot. I like him a lot. I felt maybe the Texans should have taken a whip on him in round 2, but they didn't, so it's okay. It is what it is. Have fun with Brian Hoyer's dumbass. But I like the Oakland Raiders team. I think they're going to be really good. Amari Cooper, obviously one of my favorite Alabama players, so there you go. They're going to be good. Khalil Mack's a stud, too. He's fucking beastly. Mr. TNA, they need to change to a 3-4, though, in my personal opinion, because I think Mack will – that's when you'll see Khalil Mack just wreak havoc is when he's in a 3-4, because he's a 3-4 pass rusher, not really a 4-3 cover linebacker. Mr. TNA 2005 also asked, to me, pure wrestling rise, Triple X versus AMW at Turning Point 2004 is the best tag team match I have ever seen. What do you think about it, and where do you rate it? You asked me this before, Mr. TNA 2005, and I think I did say yes, it's one of the best tag team matches I've ever seen. And I also said that it's probably my second favorite TNA match ever, behind Unbreakable 2005, Joe versus Daniels versus Styles. It's a phenomenal match. If anyone has not seen that match, then go watch it. Wrestling-wise, it's great. You know, Raven kind of ruined that match for me a little bit on his recent Stone Cold podcast, because after listening to Raven kind of bury it, I kind of said, yeah, you know, he has a point, because Raven's one of those smart minds in fucking wrestling. He's too smart for his own good type of person, but, like, he kind of, like, hurt that match for me a little bit, but, yeah, still a great match no matter what.
Yeah, same here.
What were you going to say, Weston? God damn, the technical difficulties won't end. All right, Aisha, what did you think of that? Have you ever seen that match yet, or no?
Yeah, I have. I think I saw like two months ago, and just like me trying to be on the TNA boat again, try to get back in the company. So I just started watching matches that I actually liked, but that match was amazing, man. Yeah, one of my favorite tag matches I've seen in a while. Oh.
We lost Weston for a bit, so we'll move on without Weston, like we moved on without Aisha. This is a great question by Greg Toomer. Reading it, it's a great question. Do you think that IWC is hurting Roman Reigns' push? I feel like the reason WWE hasn't capitalized on Roman Reigns yet is because of the spoiled fans who'd rather see bearded Might as a world champion. Yeah, I really do think a lot of fans are hurting Roman Reigns' push. And the thing is, I think people don't understand. You don't know what you're going to get out of this guy as a main eventer unless you put him in that situation. And a lot of fans, they get turned off from Roman Reigns for whatever reason. But I truly think WWE would be in a much better place if Reigns was their champion right now. In my personal opinion, I think if Reigns was a legit main eventer, I think WWE would be in a better place. Because I think people that are casual fans look at Roman Reigns and they see this guy and they say he's a fucking stud. But it's just WWE is not really pulling the trigger on him, and people are kind of just giving up on him because they're like, fuck it, this guy is never going to be a big-time star, so why should I give a fuck about this guy? I think that's what's hurting Roman Reigns more than anything else, and what's hurting the WWE is the fact that WWE doesn't pull the trigger on some of these younger guys, especially some of their younger, bigger guys. Look, I get it. The indie darlings, they fucking killed their bodies on the independent, blah, blah, blah. I should respect and love them. 100%, I can understand where you're coming from that thinking. But understand where I'm coming from my fucking thinking, and saying to myself, when it comes down to it, when you watch athletes in the NBA, in the NFL, what are the athletes that draw? The big-time athletes, the big dudes that are fucking, like, killing their bodies, doing these amazing plays. When you see Megatron make a catch, you wonder how someone that big can do something that great. LeBron James, we like to bitch about him a lot, but when you see LeBron James do something, you get amazed by the athleticism that this man can pull. That's why with Roman Reigns, he is that type of guy for the WWE. Someone where it's just such a raw athlete that can do so much with the body that he has. But yet people don't want to see him because they see limited moveset and all that other stuff, and WWE is afraid to pull the trigger. If they actually pulled the trigger on this guy, maybe more fans would be interested in what this guy could do. Maybe more fans would actually get behind him as world champion. You need to see what you can do with this guy as a world champion. But the fact that WWE is so afraid because a minority of their fan base is going to bitch and moan about it is fucking pathetic and shows why the WWE fucking sucks now, because they're fucking afraid of the fans. They shouldn't be afraid of the fans. They're the reason why we watch. They're the reason why we watch. We shouldn't control what they do. They need to control us. That's why they're a fucking company. And it's like fucking McDonald's, for example. Look, you may not be a fan of McDonald's, but every time you're getting hungry and you want something quick to eat, you'll go to McDonald's. It may not be the most healthiest choice in the world, but fuck, it's something quick to eat, and you like McDonald's for that fucking reason. It's like WWE. They give us reasons to like these superstars. They give us the reasons, and that's why WWE sucks now, because they don't give us a reason to get behind anyone nowadays. They don't give us a reason to fucking care about anyone, because they don't fucking do anything with anyone. Roman Reigns, if they cared about him and they wanted him to be successful, he should have won the title at Battleground 2014, I mean, sorry. He should have won it there. So that way WWE can say, hey, whether you guys like it or not, we're going with this guy. And you just got to have to wait and see what we're going to do with this fucker. They have to try. Because if they don't try with Roman Reigns, he's never going to get anywhere. He isn't. And wrestling fans don't understand that. They sit there and they bitch and moan that fucking Indie Darling number 1 and Indie Darling number 2 are not becoming world champion. Look, who gives a fuck about Indie Darling number 1 and number 2? Who gives a fuck? Seriously. Why can't Roman Reigns have his moment to shine? Everyone acts like Roman Reigns doesn't work hard, but he doesn't. Look at that. The fucking stream freezed again when I'm being this beautiful Roman Reigns rant about how he should be champion. But yeah, it's just like no one will know what you get with Roman Reigns until you see it happen. So there you go.
Yeah, Chase, you definitely hit the spot there. It's like, it's so ridiculous. This guy works his ass off, and like, and the IWC has a big part of why WWE doesn't have like come on, that's like a small percentage of the fan base. Like, that's like so small, and like, you care what they think. Really, there's millions, like freaking like Asia, whatever, Australia, that's in love with Roman Reigns. Like, who cares what the IWC think? Think what you need to do for your company. Stop going with the IWC wants, because the reason why you're afraid because they don't like the dude. Like, the reason why you're like going down like right now is because you're not creating new stars, and you have a guy in Roman Reigns that can be the biggest star, but you'd be afraid of what the IWC say. I'm gonna cancel the WWE network. I'm gonna not watch this and that. Like, who cares? You still have a big fan base that likes these other guys, like that likes Roman Reigns and all these other people. So stop worrying about the IWC, because at the end of the day, they don't really matter. Their opinions don't matter to you guys. You're a freaking company. Like, have a balls a little bit. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also, like, I want to say something too. Like, also, that logic of, oh, Roman Reigns doesn't deserve it and all that, that's fucking done with. This guy's been waiting years and years now for his chance to win the World Heavyweight title, okay? And he deserves it. This dude got his ass beat at WrestleMania. He got his ass beat at Hell in a Cell. And he's been getting his ass beat pretty much every week. Just so we can climb back to the top.
Minus John Cena and his in-ring performances, I think Roman Reigns has been killing it when it comes to in-ring matches this year. Okay, let's look at Fastlane with Daniel Bryan, WrestleMania 31 with fucking Brock Lesnar, Extreme Rules with Big Show, the Hell in a Cell match with Wyatt. Roman Reigns, I think, has been putting on some good matches as of late. So I don't see why people have a problem with this guy. I think this guy's a wonderful worker, and I think people just look at him as like, oh, he's being shoved down our throats. What the fuck are you talking about, people? Do you not remember Brock Lesnar? Do you not remember any of those fucks in the world? Like, fuck.
Bro, he got people invested in a match where he was facing the Big Show.
Yeah, in Chicago.
Yeah. Holy fuck! And you still can't get behind him for
Smart Chicago. The land of Smart City. They got over. Look, that's how big he can be for your company. And you're still scared to put him as champion?
And I know this is gonna piss some people off who watch this, but you know who Roman Reigns is starting to remind me of? Like, he's starting to remind me of like a mid-30s version of The Undertaker. Like, literally, people might say that's going too far, but, like, with the hair and the way he jumps over the ropes, he does that front rope plotch and everything, that's literally who he reminds me of, to an extent.
Yeah, like, he has potential to be a big star, but no one wants him to be. It's like, everyone just...
What makes me upset, too, it's just, like, he has so much potential, and y'all complain how about, we need new stars, and, like, we need to create new stars, and, like, Roman Reigns isn't it, and that it's all about Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. Like, come on, you see what WWE is, like, a new, like, what they did with Roman Reigns, and, like, you cannot tell me that's a star. You're telling me that's not a star.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah. And one of the most funniest... Go ahead, Aisha.
No, I'm done.
And one of the most funniest parts is when people go, oh, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins carried Roman Reigns in the Shield. I'm like, no. Okay, they all had their own thing. Okay, Dean Ambrose brought that psychoness to the Shield. Seth Rollins brought the work rate, and Roman Reigns made the Shield believable. They all three brought.
And he was the power behind the Shield. He was the power. He was the person that you didn't want to fuck with in the Shield. Because Reigns would be, Ambrose would be the guy that would be like you said. Didn't know what the fuck he was gonna do. He was unfriend. Like, that's why they call him the lunatic prince. Like, he was just a lunatic. Rollins would be the guy that would bring the work rate and would be the battering ram. But once you tagged in Reigns would be the guy that would hit you in the fucking mouth and you didn't like it. That's what made the Shield awesome. One of my favorite factions of all time, the Shield. But
here comes the hypocrisy right here. Because every time when Reigns was in the Shield, everybody would always pay attention to him for the most part.
I remember after WrestleMania 30, when there was reports that Reigns was going to win the Rumble, everyone was saying, I wouldn't mind Roman Reigns winning the Rumble. And all of a sudden, around WrestleMania 31 time, oh, it's not fair that Reigns is winning the Rumble. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You guys don't know what you want. Mr. TNA 2005 asks, who do you think will win the presidential election? Too early for me to tell, Mr. TNA 2005. Ask around a little bit later for me on this one. November come back with me middle of November, and then I'll have a clear-cut answer for you. Too early for me to tell. I got to catch up on all the debates and whatnot. Neo Rampage asked, what did you think of Ash Massaro? Cute, but not really my taste. I didn't really think she was all that. She was cute, though. Greg Toomer asked, if the IWC were the majority of WWE's fan base, would WWE turn to ROH on super steroids? Yes, and it'd be terrible. It would be bad, and WWE will go out of business. Look, ROH shows that their business is not really successful. The day WWE becomes ROH will be the sad day. That's why I call NXT ROH on steroids. It's just ROH with WWE's money. We don't need NXT in our life. Yeah, people love NXT and stuff, but the thing about NXT, what makes it special, is the fact that it has its little niche, and that's what makes it cool. When WWE becomes like NXT, then it's not gonna be cool. And then, yeah, I mean, if NXT was so great, the WWE network wouldn't be struggling for subscribers. Let's be real here.
True.
Let's just be real here. If we're being realistic here, how come the WWE network doesn't have more subscribers if NXT was so fucking great? Don't get me wrong, the NXT TakeOver specials are awesome. They show why I like professional wrestling, but why the fuck is the WWE network struggling with like 1.6 million subscribers? Please tell me. Please inform me why they're struggling, because I don't know.
I don't know. Don't ask me.
Yeah. The artist formerly known as Diamond and Spoon asked, what if WWE gave Dolph Ziggler a Nazi gimmick? Adolf Ziggler. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Diamond and Silver. I actually thought that was his original gimmick, that he was like a Nazi. Because, think about it. Dolph Ziggler, Adolf Hitler. I Am Perfection. Blonde hair, blue eyes. I thought he was an Adolf Hitler character at first. I thought he was a Nazi character at first. So I would actually be down with that if he was trying to make the world fucking perfect and he grabbed like a bunch of jobbers and he was just like making them like Dolph Ziggler followers and they're like, Hail Ziggler. That'd be great. That would actually make me like Dolph Ziggler.
I miss his old gimmick back when he used to go, hi,
I'm Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to shake my hand? You don't want to shake my hand? I'm going to beat your ass. Man.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Because he felt disrespected. I like that. Yes.
This self-centered Dolph Ziggler, man.
Greg Toomer asked, what if WWE had a Triple H triple threat match at WrestleMania? Who would put over who? Oh, wow. This is a hard one.
That's so hard.
I would have to say that, the Blue Blood Triple H would have to put over Reign of Terror Triple H. Like, current Triple H, he won't eat the pinfall. He'll be too prideful and say, look, I did all this. Short hair Triple H wouldn't do it. But Blue Blood Triple H, he has nothing on Reign of Terror Triple H. Reign of Terror Triple H will bury the fuck out of him. While POO Triple H will kind of back off and kind of be in the shadows. So definitely Reign of Terror Triple H would win that one.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. To today's Triple H, the one with the cut, he would be too prideful and he would take the pinfall. But as for the other two Triple H's, they would die wrestling each other.
I don't know. Blue Blood Triple H was a bitch back then, so I don't think you'd be able to handle it.
I think you would, man. It would be like some Dragon Ball Z shit. Like, it would be like that. It would be like that moment where, like, his outfit, everything's like, it's hard to be like, I must win. I will never surrender to you. Okay. Yeah, it would be like a Vegeta versus Goku type situation again. It would be fucking just like they would just die, man. Yeah.
John Cool asked me, hey Chase, why did you admit to that you watched Candice Michelle's porn but not China's porn? Because Candice Michelle's fucking hot, and I don't want to look at China's porn.
Yeah.
That should be simple as that. John Cool asked, who had a bigger ego during the 2000s, Triple H or Jeff Jarrett? Oh, Triple H by far.
Come on. Is that any question?
Like Jeff Jarrett built a company around him, but Triple H was the man for the longest time. So yeah. Straight Shooter asked, who would win in a no reaction match, Tito Ortiz or Kazarni? No one's beating Tito Ortiz in no reaction contest. How dare you, Straight Shooter, even ask that question and try to insult the great man that is Tito Ortiz at getting no reactions. Apologize to Tito Ortiz in the comment section.
let's see. Can we think of anyone that doesn't get any reaction than Tito
Dude,
Ortiz?
Tito Ortiz is the man, dude. He's the man. No one can beat him.
That-
Red Wolf 316 asks, "What's your favorite Power Ranger series?" Mine was Power Rangers Time Force. Funny enough, Red Wolf 316, that is my favorite Power Ranger series as well. So I was more adult oriented. That and Lost in Space are my two favorites. What about you, Weston? What's your favorite Power Ranger series?
For me, I'm gonna have to go with man. I don't know. It's like a three-way tie. I got Jungle Fury. I got SVD was really good, and I also got Dino Charge. No, no, not Dino Charge. Dino Thunder. Dino
Not
Thunder.
sure. Oh,
Yeah.
God. What about you, Aisha? Did you watch the Power Rangers?
I love Power Rangers when I kids. Young Rangers, Power Rangers, go!
What's your favorite?
Oh, Jungle.
Wait, which one?
Jungle.
Jungle? There's a Power Rangers Jungle?
I meant to say Jungle Ranger.
Jungle Rangers? What the fuck? I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't even want to know. I guess Redwood 316 did not hear what was my favorite.
I mean Jungle Theory. Sorry, I said Jungle.
Jungle,
I mean
Jungle
yeah.
Theory? Okay. Yes, Redwood 316 did not see answer my other question for what was my favorite event. My favorite event was probably Hell in a Cell or a Super Show I went to. Weston's was, Weston, what was your favorite wrestling event you went to?
Raw in Dallas 2011.
Okay, with Stone Cold coming back, and Aisha was NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. Straight Shooter asked, "What do you think about Scott Steiner versus Kevin Owens feud? He's fat." I can't even do a Scott Steiner impression, so that's how you know. Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be great. I'd watch it every day of the week. And we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. I know we're wrapping it up a little bit early, but this is annoying that it's glitching as fuck like this. I apologize to everyone. I'm sorry about this. I wish I would have known. Mr. TNA 2015 asked, "What is your opinion about religion and politics?" Politics, I'm kind of like independent. I kind of just choose who I think is the best candidate based on my beliefs, kind of. And when it comes to religion, I'm not really the biggest religion dude out there. Like, I believe there's a God, but I don't believe that he controls me or anything like that. I believe he just sets obstacles for you to overcome, like your John Cena or something like that. So, really, to be honest here, I would have to say, like, my opinion on religion is very jaded, if you would say. Like, I'll admit that. I wouldn't say I'm an atheist. Like, I don't believe in anything because, like I said, I do believe in God, but I just don't believe that, like, he's there to help you. I think he's more there to kind of set obstacles in front of you for you to overcome and make yourself a better person. So, yeah.
Yeah, and as for me, I believe religious debates and all that are like very like pointless to use because I feel like we should all get along. Like literally, like there's no point in like blocking somebody out that just has a different belief than you. Like like a lot of.
No, Weston disappeared. What about you, Aisha?
Yeah, with me, I really don't like discussing religion and politics when it comes to people because as I was like brought up, those are the two things you never talk about with people. So I kind of stand by that, and especially with the religion I have, because I'm Islamic. It's very know how it is, so it's something I really don't like talking about because it has a lot of controversy around it, which shouldn't have, but so.
All right, and then Mr. Tina, 2005 final question. Then we'll answer Rebecca Olsen, and that'll be the end to this Q&A. Once again, I apologize, guys. Mr. Tina, 2005 asks, "If you had a chance to meet anyone in this world, who would it be? Who would that be?" If I had a chance to meet anyone in this world, I would have to say O.J. Simpson, just so I can know what happened.
Oh yeah, the closest friend to him.
Yeah. Anyway, like on the politician part, where did you guys last hear what I said?
No, we didn't hear any of your answers, dude.
Cut
You
off
cut
a little
off.
bit.
Yeah, you cut off like hugely.
Oh, I was just gonna say that I feel like religious debates are kind of useless and pointless because like we should all like love each other at the end of the day, or at least get along. And some like religious people like to like convert me to their religion, which I feel like is kind of like wrong, because like I am I am an atheist, but like I don't really I don't acknowledge like anything like that though, because like I don't know. I just like to live life at the end of the day, and like yeah, and like as for the politics, as long as you can keep this country the same way and like keep it moving, then I think you can be a good president. Like, I mean, like of course we would like you to help the children, and all in terms of starving and all that, but yeah, but I guess John Cena has that. So
Alright.
yeah.
Alright, and then Rebecca Olsen's question. Oh yeah, if there was a Mr. Tina 2005's question. Weston, if there was a chance that you could meet anyone in the world, who would it be?
Oh man, um, dead or alive or
Yeah, it doesn't
just
matter. Just anyone.
man, I would love to meet. Okay, I'll just pick dead or alive. Alive, like I'm gonna choose two basically. Okay, dead, I'm gonna choose Eddie Guerrero. Uh,
Okay.
alive, I'm gonna have to go with um, I'm gonna have to go with that. Believe it or not, and I do mean this. I'm gonna have to go with Okayfabe.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think we would have a funny conversation, like literally.
Aisha, what about you?
Oh, me. Um,
Did Aisha's mic went out again?
yeah.
This Q&A has been a train wreck. It has.
Yeah.
Rebecca Olsen asked the final question. Do you think Divas division went downhill when Trish Lita left? Yes. Because it was like, after that, you didn't have any Divas to replace these two. The closest one to ever came to the level was Mickie James. Yeah, like, really, to be honest, the Divas division did die after, like, Trish Lita left. And, like, Mickie James was the last one. And the problem is, it's just, like, WWE didn't care to, like, make these Divas kind of, like, interesting. They kind of just said, hey, let's just get a bunch of hot women and see if we can teach them how to wrestle. So, yeah.
Yeah, it became a masturbation fest when they left because like they just tried like the expose thing and and all that. It just like literally just like
And then when they were
hot
kind of
women.
trying to replace people to kind of replace Trisha Lita, those women would leave to bigger and better things like Maurice, Kelly, Eve Torres, the list goes on and on.
Yeah.
What about you, Aisha? What do you think about the Divas division?
one of the worst things I've seen in a while. They say they're gonna have a revolution, and it turns out to be shit, and we're just back to square one. It's never gonna get better until somebody in that company gets their mind straight. Unless Charlotte, Sasha speak up saying this is not working, we gotta do something. It's gonna be the same that it was 5, 6 years ago.
Okay. So yeah, that's the Q&A, guys. I'm sorry we couldn't go on a little bit longer, but YouTube is obviously having some technical difficulties. Hopefully next week that's not the case. If you guys want to be a guest on this Q&A, tweet me or or send me a message on Skype or Facebook saying that you want to be a part of it, and we'll do a microphone test with you guys. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, you can do so. Follow me on Twitter at ChaseOver68, and check out my SoundCloud where I'll be uploading a sports podcast with my friend Matt Levine. So check that out as well. Aisha, plug your stuff.
Ooh, okay. Sorry, having a little mention. God, we there. Okay, God. Am I here? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can hear you. Plug your stuff.
Sorry, I don't want to tangle up there. But sorry for the technical difficulties. This has been really bad. But you can follow me on Twitter at WWE Girl 28 and at Instagram at Aissha and Weston.
All right, Weston, what about you, my friend, the Angry Mark?
Well, for those of you that have yet to know me, I am the Galactically Flared, Globally Revied. I am the Angry Mark. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Angry Mark. I just put up a Hell in a Cell and a Raw review. Follow me on Twitter at Weston_Texas. I know it's kind of a generic name, but whatever. You can go listen to me yammer some more on the Hill Stevens show tonight on Mixler. So, yeah,
It's a great
kind of
show.
a plug. Yeah, kind of a plug for him and for Me too, I guess.
Well, I'm going to be on that show, so definitely check out the Team Meal podcast later tonight and call in for that show as well. I interact with you guys. So thank you guys very much. I hope to see you all next week for the live Q&A on Professional Wrestling Show this Friday, episode number 2. Peace out, guys.